we have got Everton winger Dwight McNeil. Dwight, thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having me.
You guys played in a pre-season friendly versus Roma at the new stadium. What was it like?
Yeah, it was really good. It was a new experience to see what the new ground's going to be like. So it's getting, mainly as I can describe it, it's getting used to a new home.
So it was on my bucket list to make sure I made it out to Goodison Park one last time last year, and I was able to go. And it actually happened to be the match that you came back in Arsenal, and the reception that you got was amazing. All I wanted was a pint and a pie in my hand, and being able to experience this as many Toffees fans have done for a century, over a century now. This new stadium, though, it kind of seems like a lot of the stadiums we're used to in America. What was the biggest eye-popping moment for you as you went through that preseason game to see what fans in the tunnel as you're going out? What was the craziest experience in transition from Goodison Park to Hill Dickinson?
I think it's definitely more modern, so there's no gaps in the ground anymore. I think Goodison gave you that old school feeling where the pitch was the stand was right on top of you. But now when you're on there, everyone's more further away, so the pitch does look a little bit bigger.
You said it's a bit more modern, completely different to Goodison Park. What are the changing rooms like, Dwight? Are they like a lot better than what Goodison Park was?
Yeah, they're a lot more bigger. The lads have got more space. We've got a pre-act area now as well, and different types of plunge pools. So no, we've been really lucky and really privileged to have that type of space for games and after games.
And talking about the transfer window now, the transition over the summer for Everton, you guys have brought in the likes, got announced yesterday, Jack Grealish and also Dewsbury Hall. What does that kind of show about this Everton side going into this new season for the team and for the club?
Yeah, it's great signing fantastic players. I think the gaffer's been a big emphasis on that, where he wants to take the club. We've struggled in the past few seasons due to different reasons. We're fighting relegation, but since he's come in, he's wanted to look upwards and take the club back to where it was, and especially with us moving into this new stadium, that's where we need to be fighting. It's towards the top of the table instead of worrying behind us.
I have you guys as the biggest surprise of the Premier League, and I do think that with the depth that you guys have, that you guys can be a top half of the team this season. With all these new signings coming in, the Jack Grealish, as you mentioned, how exciting is that for you as a player to know the expectations are being raised and to put Everton and the fans and the supporters right where everyone expects them to be? Yeah,
definitely. I think it's great signing players like Jack with the stuff he's won being at Man City. So it's great to have that type of experience and player around, and he's a great character and he's a great lad. So no, it's good to also learn from him as well, and it brings a good competition for the rest of the lads, and we want him to help us take where we want Everton to go to.
Did you know Jack before? Because you over here talking about his character as if you guys have interacted either prior before or you've seen some of that personality already in the locker room.
Yeah, I've run into him a few times, and obviously you run into him on the pitch as well. But no, he's a good lad, and we're really happy that he's here.
And Dwight, last season you were out with an injury for a couple of months, but you were able to get a couple of minutes in before the season ended, and also in some pre-season friendlies. Talking about yourself going into this new season, you've got some minutes under your belt in the pre-season. That confidence must be building. How are you feeling ahead of this new season?
Yeah, I feel good. I feel fit again. I think last season was a struggle for me personally. I think because it was my first major injury, and no one knew really what my injury was. It was a bit obscure, so I think getting over that was mentally good, and I thought I finished the season off strong as well, the way I started it. But I'm looking forward to just trying to help the team out again this season.
It was great, again, being at that match where you did come back. The ovation as you were warming up on the sidelines and the Goodison Park, I'm sure that had to feel very special for you, because I got chills seeing that warm welcome that you got on the pitch for those couple minutes.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate it. I think because as well, you being out for so long as well, but I think me just being part of it was the main thing, and it was really nice to come on and the fans showing their appreciation, so I was really grateful for that as well.
And you were part of the summer series as well, which has become an annual tradition here for us here in the States, and love seeing the Premier League sides here coming over preseason wise before the season starts. What was your experience like with that as you got more minutes, but also the experiences of going to New York, Chicago, Atlanta? What was the vibes there?
Yeah, it was different. Stadiums felt a lot bigger playing over there, but it was good to play against teams that you're going to play in the league to see where we're at and what we need to work on. So it was good competition to get a little incline of where we're going into the season. So I think the games really helps us, and then coming back home now we're working on that because we've got a big game coming up on Monday.
Now, Dwight, you've recently said in interviews you're happy playing on the right, you're happy playing on the left. As long as you're on the pitch playing, you're going to be happy. But you're obviously known as being a winger, so we're going to play a little game with you right now. Best winger in the Premier League stays on. So we're going to give you 2 names, and you think, who's the best winger? We're going to pick that person to stay on, OK?
Okay, yeah.
So we're going to start with John Barnes or Eden Hazard. Who do you think should stay on and is the better Premier League winger?
For me, I think because only I've seen him, for me, and played against it, it has to be Eden Hazard.
OK, so Hazard is staying
Good
on.
one.
Next one, we've got Eden Hazard or Ryan Giggs.
Ooh.
Come on, being from near Manchester, playing in the Manchester United Academy, surely you've got to go for Ryan Giggs. No pressure.
Yeah, I think because like what he's won, but I feel like as a player, and I think playing against Hazard, I think I'd have to stick with Hazard.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, you played up against him.
He was unbelievable. He was playing against him, and what he was doing with the ball, he was, I think, in his prime, he was unbelievable.
OK, so we're picking Eden Hazard. We've got Hazard up against Robert Perez.
Oh, this one's tough.
This one is really, really tough. I've seen a lot of highlights of Perez as well.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Invincible. Yeah, I'd have to go Perez.
Yeah.
OK, we're going to make it a bit harder for you now. Robert Perez or David Beckham?
Ooh.
I think I'd have to go with David Beckham. I think because of like the way he can cross a ball and his set pieces and stuff like that. I think for me, Beckham with the technique that he's got, I think he was second to none. So I'd have to go with Beckham purely on the end.
So you've got David Beckham staying on. It's going to be David Beckham or Mo Salah?
Mo Salah, I think.
Oh, that was a quick one.
Yeah, I think what he's done in the league and the amount of goals and assists that he gets a season, I think, yeah, it has to be Mo Salah.
Choosing Liverpool here. I understand. He's still doing it. Everyone thought he was washed last season. He ends up being the player of the year. But picking Liverpool guys, Evertonian, that shows the ultimate sign of respect.
Yeah, I think, like I said, there's a rivalry there. But I think, like I say, good players are good players. You just have to respect that. And like I say, it's Mo Salah for me, yeah.
So Mo Salah is staying on. So we've got Mo Salah or Gareth Bale?
Yeah, I think for me and like the type of players that I like, I think I'd have to go Bale. I think some of the goals that he scored, especially at Tottenham, it was unbelievable. Some of his long shots, I think were unbelievable. I really liked him as a player with
What is it about Bale that type of player that you really like?
I think the from where he came from, and then how he got more mature, and then he was just about power, pace, and I think technically he was unbelievable. And his shooting was second to none. So I'd have to go Bale.
Okay, so we're keeping on Gareth Bale finally. Gareth Bale or Cristiano Ronaldo? Oh no.
He's thinking.
This is the final one.
I can tell how much he really loves Bale to think about this on this hard.
I don't want to pick Ronaldo because I don't think he's the best player in the world.
But we're talking about best Premier League winger.
Yeah, best Premier League winger, it would have to be Ronaldo.
Okay, so Ronaldo.
The first time I was at Man U in that from like 2006 until he left for Real Madrid, he was unbelievable. I think being a United fan as well, growing up, I think the amount of trophies that he won for United was amazing, and yeah, he just got better and better every year. So I'd have to go Ronaldo.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dwight. So we've picked Ronaldo as being the best Premier League winger in history. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck in your game next Monday.
Can't wait to check out this new stadium. I can't wait to go out there.